The big boy wanted to answer the question, but when the teacher saw his tattered shoes and realized the boy was poor, she turned her head away, letting another boy wearing new shoes answer instead. George was the poorest kid in the class. His family lived in a shelter. At dinner time, the only food was a single piece of bread. It was too little for Big George, but even so poor, his mom still required them to pray. George was helpless. He thought it was useless. Because he was hungry, George couldn't sleep at night. By lunchtime at school, George was more miserable. As he watched others enjoy their food, George could only lick his lips. At that moment, a classmate noticed George had no food. He made fun of George. George was furious. He strode forward and punched the classmate to the ground. After George vented his anger, he realized he had gotten into trouble. George ran away from school in fear. He never came back. Growing up, George became a small-time hoodlum. To make some money, he entered a boxing match, but George had no boxing skills. Though he was strong, his punches were all dodged by his opponent, and George was knocked down by his opponent. George was angry. He punched a 200-kilogram sandbag off its stand. A coach saw George's talent, so he invited George to become a professional boxer. The two quickly began training. George jumped rope 5,000 times a day to train his agile footwork. He also practiced hitting the speed bag to improve his punching speed. Soon George became a professional boxer. With his strength talent, George easily defeated his opponents. He achieved a record of 36 consecutive wins. George really became the boxing champion. But one day George saw a young guy named Ali making fun of him on TV. George was very angry, so he challenged Ali to a match. When the match began, Ali used his agile footwork to wear down George's stamina. He also kept provoking George with trash talk. This made George even more anxious. He attacked with all his might, but it was useless. When the match reached the 8th round, George's stamina was completely drained. The coach also realized the danger. Ali seized the opportunity and knocked him down with a punch. From then on, George bid farewell to the ring. He became a minister.